Sanbonani emakhaya, Sanbonani enkonzweni. I know you probably just had the first, the second, or the seventh words of Jesus. This is Pambanweni. But we're coming through with an absolutely amazing conversation, a beautiful conversation between two brothers, man, in the gospel. It's myself and none other than the 25-year-old career of Utumi Mkokstad, Utumisani wakanzimande. Is it Dumisani or Mdumiseni?
Namanje ukakazi.
Scooby.
Uright kule lesibili.
Mdumiseni.
At least you have a clue.
At least.
Yeah.
Friends,
I'll
welcome
forgive
to Gagasi FM again. You are home, Maulaikai.
I'll forgive you ngoba uJesu ilelanga ile weekend le esimkhumbula ngayo.
Nezono zami ithethele.
Lezono zakho are forgiven. Greetings my brother, greetings to umbukeli nomuntu olalele ekhaya ngegama lika Jesu. Utumi Mkokstad, such an honor, man, always being here.
Man, you've been in a transformative mode since you started your career. You've grown, you've transformed. I remember the first time I noticed Mina Utumi was the song Mbize.
Before that,
no, before that, because I'm nami ngangingakayenaki into yokholo ngaleyo ndlela.
Ngiyakuzwa.
Ngisalanda ubufakazi.
Yafika inkosi
Ekseni. Inkosi yangilanda yathi Mbize.
Jesu ufike kuseni.
So that was the first time I noticed you and I noticed your songs.
Yes,
Take us back to your career. You've been in this for 25 years. Abantu, especially la wakhulela khona enkonzweni. Did you ever have to perform I would say mhlambe a rank for instance?
Yeah, man, yo.
Take us back to those days.
Yeah, so I think ucula kwami ngahlahle uqala ukucula I was like anyone oqala ukucula wena osuhamba uyofuna umsebenzi. Umsebenzi awuzi kuwena. So obviously ngangisase ekhaya ngaleso sikhathi Kokstad and kunama groups lapha ngasekhaya and I was singing with my family. So we'd see them like bebhookwe emncwabeni, bhookwa like kuma parties and stuff. So we were like, "Hayibo, thina siya practice la endlini." Nothing. No one calls us. No one does anything until.
And we're good.
Yeah, we thought we were good. I think looking back now. Looking back now, no, we were not good. But yeah, we started going to town, Ethiopian. So ngisuke ngisesikoleni until like 1, 2, and then after school we go to my dad would already be in town. So setile up keyboard. So
is this primary school though?
Yeah.
Yo.
Like standard 3, standard 2, standard 3, standard 4.
Yo.
So mangifika ngiyacula estradeni phambi kwa Rhino. Am I allowed to say ngisho ama supermarket?
Phambi kwesitolo.
Phambi kwesitolo.
Phela manje abakhokhanga labantu lana nje basingana.
But awusekho uRhino, usasekhona?
Ukhona.
uRhino?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
especially around Kokstad, around those areas maybe.
Nalo wase Kokstad wavala. So it was Kokstad no PG futhi awusekho. Awazi nokwazi. OPG. I think wagcina uba yilesi
esikhona manje.
Ukuthi usno add something. So
umile phambi kwesitolo abantu mabephuma bekade beyithengela.
So umuntu mayingena nje.
Yeah.
Na ungena esitolo hayi. Nayile ngane lo kuyacula. Mawuphuma awusu decide lapha inkosi sekuthintile uyaphuma usuzo lahla u2 la.
Yeah.
Luhlu 5 rand. That was the money ke sasidla ngayo ekhaya. For us to have a meal on a daily. So for me that was life. And when you are there, you're just happy with you doing what you love. At the same time, we was a big plate phezu kwetafula. So that's basically that was my life there. Until we started getting my bookings, and then we got a booking a funeral. That's when we met the producer who recorded our first album as a group. But now Sahamba still recorded as a group, and there was some family members from the church. So Mats's figure in Joburg, because I think I was leading 6 songs out of 8 in that album. And then this guy was like, hey, why don't you just name this album Dumim Kokstad and Vision of Christ, which was the name of the group. Because that will be more appealing to people than groups. I'm not a mama group we're moving at that time.
Yeah.
There was Lundi, there was that was before Sfiso.
Yeah, before Sfiso, perhaps Chaba as well.
No. Chaba was so even worse.
Yeah.
So there was Lundi, there was Mam Ribs, there was Kolega.
Yeah.
Those were the names at that time. So I think that guy was being smart to say, let's not focus on the group, let's focus on Dumim Kokstad as a brand. So that's how it came. Dumim Kokstad started. It wasn't even like an intentional thing. It was like a group. Then all of a sudden it became like Dumim Kokstad, and then ever since. Okay.
And your family, how did they take that one?
They were part of the conversation. I think maybe some of them, the group members, were not really happy about that because they had songs that they were leading as well. But Queens were 8 songs because the other songs were not good enough to be part of the album. So I mean, Nama would not be happy. It's a Kaya, some say group. All of a sudden, says forget Joburg, send us Chinchel.
Says he's supporting act. He's probably the youngest. I
wasn't
assume.
even 10 at that time. I was about to turn 10. But it worked for us because from that time we got more bookings. And then unfortunately I had to leave Ekaya and move to Joburg. That meant now they are standing alone as a group, and I'm standing alone as Dumim Kokstad. Then get the group just logi phela ngalam mina sengihlale eJoburg studying here Youthville Boys. So I recorded that album on my second album, which I was working on with the same guy. Then my dad was like, hey, no, awuzami mali leya le album le uqala because awukazi usinike imali. This guy was like, we didn't sign a contract. I'm not gonna. There's no money. There's no contract. So, Mali.
So you as well in this music industry, you've gone through that thing where people say, you can contract.
Yeah, there was no contract, and the guy had every right because ngangihlala kwakhe, ngangifunda ngihlala kwakhe, and claims he was paying fees for me. So I was like, no, there's no money. And I would go to Mandela and Tole, travel with this guy. Ngevan, igcwele CDs and cassettes. Come back, sold out. Like thousands. Come back, sold out. My dad was like, hey, she's ngizothola imali. And he never did, never got a cent. And then on top of that, 2003, moved to Bula Music. Get to Bula Music. Now I'm seeing Abolundi, the guy that I was seeing on TV. I'm like, this guy, I want to be like him. I'm in the same stable now. Oh, there's a company that we first went to. My dad approached. And I'm gonna reveal this, and I don't mean to shame anyone.
Yeah.
Because I believe we plan kaNkulunkulu, you know. And at that time, I'm understanding now umuntu wangirejecta. I was an unknown artist in Ingane. He had to take care of me in Joburg. So I think it was just too much for him. Umakabani.
Are you no?
We went to his company the first time.
Big Fish.
Big Fish. It was him, it was Ngandweni. Then there were some guys from Swaziland. They were big at the time, before Uhlengiwe came.
So have you spoken to Makaban and reminded him of this?
No, he knows. He knows, and we talk about it. Cool, reject. How do you feel now? I'll feel but yeah. But I don't think, because there was a period where Leo Oisho, I think now that's why I recorded the first album, Ebola Music, blew off. But nothing really came out of it.
Mm.
So I ended up recording, I recorded 4 other albums. Again, they were unknown because I was schooling at the time, I was high school.
Mm.
So there was no promotions, but also my voice was beginning to change,
Mm.
which was a bit scary for me because I was like, what's going on? At the same time, ngangihlala elokishini, Alex. Mangisuke Alex ngayohlala eMbali. So impilo yami yayibhola nje. Phela bese ngidlalela ibhola angingananga. Yazo netone yashintsha manje masekukhulunywa ngebhola.
Chincha ngisho iposter.
Ase ebholeni, I think football was my first love. Yabo. So ngangasanakile futhi izinto zo music I didn't care. So ngangiya nje ngiyorecorda abelungu bathathe album. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
As long as you get to do soccer after this.
As long as I play and they pay my school fees, I'm good. Yabo. So that was basically my life from 2003 until I finished contract here. 5 years with Bula Music. 5 years meant 5 albums. So I managed to do that five albums in 7 years. But no, it was
so
not good time.
I'm gonna ask this with a band that are going into the music industry. We see people now on TikTok, etc., still wanting to go to record labels. You own one yourself, and it's not to bash record labels and stuff, but they have an upside and they have some negativity with them as well.
Yeah.
When you've gone through the both ones, what is the biggest pitfall besides some thousands of tickets? From the CDs that were sold.
Yeah, dude, I think it's just knowledge. Nje ukwazi ukuthi okay, this is what is true to me, and you knowing how to get what is true to you ngendlela right. There are some artists abake bangene Bula Music bathi ke batla Tshepo guy, nabanye bangene ngifuna uTshepo Nzimande la, and umuntu abe akhohle ukuthi even though they've sold 300,000 copies, wasayina wena wasayina 3% when you were desperate, and now you are getting what is true to you. Yabo? Where else you should be getting 10% more of what you're getting. So it was an issue of knowledge and about desperate ngalesikhathi uqala. Because sonke sifuke sithi nje, no, I just want to get in. Awungene ngempela. And then your first song is a hit.
And you make
phela
money.
Bowulambile, that's the biggest song. Your first song is going to be a hit. Anything that comes after that, it's not going to be as good as the first one. Trust me. There's only been a few artists who were able to maintain the first album and then the second one again, even on the same level, because you are not hungry, man. You're getting gigs, you're meeting the same competitors that you wanted to get to their level. You feel big now. You have a big name. The companies make sure they get you to that. Your mentality changes and it affects your music. So that's the problem. Okay. So I think ultimately, man, for me, it's just the knowledge of the industry. If there was a way of what some artists angangeni ku industry at desperate, just know where to go and how to get your things.
Does that still happen though? Because we've seen.
Yeah, it does.
I'll make an example with Nontokozo. Nontokozo went onto TikTok. She blew up on TikTok, and then she was like, "Okay, let's record something. I don't know how to, but I would like to." Yeah, record window. Now she's an artist. We are
she's a big artist.
Yeah.
Now.
So, do you think that record labels are the only way to go now?
Yeah, I think record labels are the only way because they know the ins and outs of music. They know how to get your music playlisted on radio and on high rotation. They know they can do that. You don't know. you don't know where to go. Once you recordile, you don't know where to go. You don't have the funds, you don't have the finances. Yeah, logo. So you need a record label. So I'd say if you are discovered on TikTok by someone, afuna ukusign under their label, great, that's good. Your next step is to get someone who's a lawyer. Get a lawyer, have a conversation, tell them at the moment I don't have money. I know I will have money. You go, you sign, sit down with the company. This is how much we are signing you for. This is your percentage for whatever we're gonna be doing. It doesn't have to be a lawyer. Just get someone who on a knowledge of the industry. Then kube umau your sign. Don't record anything before that. Because once you record it, it's done. They can release it, they've paid for it, it's theirs. Your voice is in there. That doesn't matter. What matters is the fact that they paid for that, so they own whatever record is there. Umuntu usuke generous nje umighty ngizokhokhela. So don't record anything. Make sure that your music, by the time you get there, you've settled everything. You've settled the issue of percentages. You have a representative person who knows on music industry.
Waqala lento umculo usayingane unezakho ke manje ingane.
Yeah.
Being a father now and a husband.
Lolly. Not my kids, not this industry, bro.
Would you stop your kids from joining the industry?
I'd never stop them. I think now that I'm here, and I've got my own company, as hard as it is, if Universal or any company would come to me and say, we want to sign your kid, that would be really nice, because then I would know how to protect my child. Certain companies have reached out to me,
wanting to sign you.
Yeah, and for me it was, I think mina ngine trauma. I think in a trauma, and I don't think there's I always ask them, what are you gonna do for me that I cannot do for myself? So into abajwayele ukununisela abantu ngayo is advance. They give you advance, they give you a meter. So meter, then you work, then you pay us back. So I must owe you money as a company. I don't want that. I don't want you. Tell me what you're gonna do for me, because you can see my numbers. When you came to me, you approached me because you can see my numbers.
You did your research.
Yeah, you did the numbers. You know how much I'm selling. So come to me, tell me this is what we'll give you. So if you can't give me that, I see again. So I'm doing an event at Carnival City. The tickets are doing well. So what is the company gonna do for me? What are they gonna do for me? I think the one thing is the issue of EA Play. And I always say to them, if you come to me and you say your songs will be on high rotation
on every radio station,
we can sit down and talk.
Yeah.
But if you can't do that, guys, this is my music, this is music asindi. So the company, if I wish the conversation is how much more can the music be playlisted. Yeah. So that's a conversation that's different. But as a Shama Records, as a company, I do follow ups and want to know, is my artist's music being played? And
trust me, he does. He does. We are WhatsApp. It's like
yes. It's guys. You don't know how happy in the having, and I think mina unlike ama companies, you never hear ukuthi company goes 50-50 with an artist in terms of sales. I give my artists ngizosho la manje can I say?
Yeah.
Okay. My artists, I go 50-50 with them.
So how much is the 50-50? Mhlambe just linganise. Mhlambe nje.
So for an example, we can't really speak numbers. We can't really speak numbers, but for an example, one of my artists uyawenza mhlambe 100 yabo ngenyanga 2 months. So that's 50 for me and 50 for them. 50 for the company, that's 50 for them. You never find that. Go to any music company. You can go, you check a music company that goes 50-50. On top of that, I give you YouTube. No music, I'm getting YouTube. I give you your music and say, these are your visuals, send. You own, I give you, faka go YouTube. Whatever money that comes out of that is yours.
So all these things are things that you would have liked for your own career.
Yeah.
When you started out, and now you're saying, listen, I'm in a position to give this to other people. Why not do it now?
So I'm a companies, they are businesses. I'm an artist. I come to you to assist you. A company is a business. They are treating this whole thing differently than what I'm doing. Mina if ngilocatile ngafuna ukusiza, ngizokusiza. When I look at your situation at home, I look at what you want to be. I look at you as a person, unaimali, yabo? And then sometimes if ngibona ukuthi you are not selling well and kunemali yakhe encane la, I give you more than what you have because the intention is to assist you.
Fine, go to Shama Records. Yona ndawo ngithola yona usizo.
So and guys angisho lokho ngoba ngiyiphakamisa or ngifuna abantu bangibona. I think for me it's about assisting others. And also my mom said ukuthi ngiyacela lento iyenziwa kuwena ungayenzi kwabanye. That was for me, that was enough. So I go out there, if ngikusiza ngifuna ukukusiza ngiyakusiza. But ke abanye umuntu masithola ukuthi sesiyahlukana, then you start giving me attitude, then I'll go back to paperwork. Let's go back. If you want to go to treatment, which you're gonna sign, and I'm not contract now because we work on trust relationship, and I'm not gonna sign a contract with you. If you want to work based on paper, it's gonna work on against you. So I'm just here to assist you in ministry. But if you wanna work on your paper, it's gonna work against you.
In 2 minutes, you were, without mentioning names, you moved out of certain circles of people, and you I want to say isolated yourself, but you found yourself. It's just you, my kids, and a power. Mangifuna ngithola power.
Yeah.
Mangifuna ngithola enkonzweni, mangekho enkonzweni ngisekhane ingane zami.
Sure.
What motivated that move from you?
You know, I got 3 prophecies from 3 different people that I didn't know. And the prophecies were, be careful of the people that are around you. And my intentions wabo may look to be baktanda, and they want to be around you, but in reality they have no interest. They want to get something off you, get their things going, and once they're good, sharp. And if it means them climbing up and stepping on your head, they will do that for them to get to where they want to go. So kalongo ngichecka man, long ngibuka ama signs. So now I became vigilant. I became qala manje ngafuna ukubheka ukuthi zikhona lezi zinto, and they were there. The signs were there. And you know the funny thing is, if sihleli kanje sobathathu la, and then o brother fike eza kumina azongitshela ukuthi usibani bani ufike wathi kumina ngawe what 1 2 no and then sikhulume mina nawe siqede before ngize kuwena you also come to me usibani ufike what
ngisho yena
yeah
yo
and then no brother fika athi usibani ufike what ngawe yabo. Then for me that was a confirmation of those prophecies. Inkinga ke ngami once ngaba ne relationship nawe ngisuke usu attached to me, so sometimes khona lo ukuthi ngi-ignore izinto uNkulunkulu ayishoyo because of attachment yami nawe and me hoping ukuthi
no, this person will change.
yeah. So unfortunately akwenzakalanga, and there were things that I saw and I took decisions. Some of them were painful even to take for me, but I felt ukuthi they were necessary yabo. So that's when I excluded and moved myself from other people, especially uma ngibona ukuthi vision yakho ayifane yami.
It's not that you're a bad person.
Yeah. No. Vision yami, I don't want to be famous. I don't wake up. In fact, if begangam mina ngabantu abangazi bazo music kwami. If begangam because yeah, that's why you never see me doing funny things or in a stage because for me ministry is not about me, but for others that thing, and I'm not saying what's good wrong, yeah, for them if fame and being loved by people, it's something that they treasure, yeah. We don't know some because of my backgrounds, they didn't have abanye, they didn't okuliswa baba wakho, so you are in need and you get that from fans. You go on social media, you seeking that. It was different for me. Nkuliswa abazali bam, they loved me, they sacrificed me for ministry, and so for me kuhlukile into ye music, yabo, ihlukile kakhulu. Anginayo desire to be famous or to be the most loved artist or gospel artist. I don't have that. If abantu besithanda sonke, great. And when ngeke present njengami, your presenting is unique. You are unique. You've got your own people. I have my own people, abazongithanda, my own listeners, abazongithanda, who are touched by my music.
Yeah,
I've accepted that. The audience kaSisitokozo might not be the same as Egadum. Audience kaSisitokozo appreciates more talent and anointing. With me, some people would be like, hey, this guy's anointed. He's not as gifted as Ntokozo, but we feel something when he sings. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That gives me.
There's a market that you reach.
Yeah.
And
uNkulunkulu is very very intentional God. And he will never. That's why I will never ngibange nabantu ukuthi wena wenzani. I do my own thing at my own time because I believe ukuthi uNkulunkulu has called me for certain people, not for everyone. And those certain people, uNkulunkulu will make their ears sharp when they hear the sound of my voice. That I'm fine with.
We are going into Easter, into iPhasika, lihlatshiwe kiwundlu. Kristu namhlanje lesihlanu namhlanje. Uzovuka Sunday. What does Easter, what does Passover mean for you?
I think we've had this conversation. It sounds like a question that you've asked me before. I think
I'll go back and check if
Easter or the other one.
The same answer.
No, it won't be the same because I think between then and now, uNkulunkulu revealed something to me. So I think for me, one ngithanda ukuthi ngihambe ngiyokhonza nge-Easter. But the past few years akwenzeki because of a multitude of my bookings.
Which we thank the Lord for.
We thank the Lord for. But even my father-in-law was just complaining, saying that I was so for me, one iPhasika for me usiyokhonza, but also it's there's an atmosphere that as a church
Yeah.
we create ngephasika that as a child also it stays with you for a long time. Ukuhlangana kwabantu from different branches bezohlangana eThekwini with the same thing. I don't care who says what. Here in Durban, there's an atmosphere that is created Easter weekend that anyone, whether we are sonto noma sonto, you sense it.
Yeah.
Ukuthi kukhona into eyenzakalayo, and that is what for me Easter has become, that importance of creating an atmosphere that even umuntu ongakhonzi they end up having that longing of saying, let me just go, even if it's just one service.
One service.
Ngephasika. And omunye athi uyafika kanti kuthiwa ngesixhosa lidinga lamadinga, an appointment of appointments. So yeah, so ukuthi kanti usuku lakho where la khona you meet God and your view of who God is changes from that day onwards. So that is what Easter is to me. It's a national thing, but ngiyakuzwa lokho ukuthi uJesu so celebrate uJesu. Yes, we already know that. For me, it's about impact that we are making as a church kubantu, and I want to encourage as we are here ukuthi ngiyacela to those who are watching us and those who are listening to us ukuthi mhlambe this weekend you may be facing an issue that you've been struggling with for a long time. There's a problem, you have an issue of money, you have an issue of whatever, something ekuhluphayo ngakulalisa ebusuku. Just maybe this weekend awuhambe uyovakasha enkonzweni and see and futhi uNkulunkulu umtshela ukuthi yazi I'm gonna go this weekend.
Meet me
lapha. Meet my need. I want to see ngempela what you can do. And then bese siyabuya next year check ukuthi khambe kanjani. I dare you. I dare you to go to church this weekend and see what uNkulunkulu is going to do.
Definitely hope you take up that challenge, man. Dumem Kokstad, 25 years in the industry. We celebrate you, man. We thank you now lapha ekhaya. Mhlawumbe uyamkhumbula nje unikela ngo5 lapha
ngaka-Rhine
wakhipha 5
ngiyabonga.
kwakusayi imali enkulu kabi wayikhipha. Ngabe nje le career ayikho.
I-ice cream nje ngaqala ukidla ngaleso sikhathi ngangayazi impethu i-ice cream. Ngalesa sikhathi ngase ngikwazi ukuthi ngibe no2 150 awusese 150 ice cream lapha ka-Rhine.
Thank you so much, man, for joining us. We wish you nothing but the best of luck as well. I know that in May you have a recording and a performance at Carnival City. All the best.
Ngiyabonga. Ngiyacela ukuni-invite. Mina yazi nase hello DCC I said ukuthi yabo lento yami tickets are sold out. It's great. I mean, it's a good thing. I've never had an event it didn't sell out. But it ends up being the focus, and I think right now the industry is pushing that sold out thing, especially in the gospel space. That is not who we are.
Yeah.
That is not who we are.
We should focus more on impact.
Yeah. That the impact that we want, and we want people's hearts to be sold out for Christ. That's the impact that we want to make. So ngiyacela invite abafowethu. Ngiyacela invite brother. Uzobe usebenza the following morning.
No, you can fly me back. It's fine.
Oh no, akunankinga. Guys,
Nyamos is gonna fly me back.
Invite nonke Carnival City, 3rd of May, in Johannesburg, Carnival City. We're gonna be starting at 6. It's also recording. We're doing a tour. It's also gonna come to Durban.
Yeah.
I will give you the dates soon. But this weekend. I mean next week we are going to Joburg. So wonke umuntu osithekweni KZN na yonke indawo. In fact, guys,
Come through.
we are going to Johannesburg, Carnival City. Tickets are available still.
Dumiseni for kanzima.
Jabulela man mfondini,
Thank you so
uThixo
much.
wakusikelele man.
Ayikwabuka ke kokstadi ke.
uThixo wakusikelele unibulisene napha endlini kumedem.
Please do the same.
Would you?
Did I tell you we're expecting another kid?
You told me. Hey, wena.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. This has been brought to you by the Gaga CFM stream right here on the Gaga CFM app. It is available on YouTube, on Facebook. It is also online as well on www.gagasiworld.co.za. Share it and do enjoy for yourself. Nabo bonke abantu abathanda uDumo Kokstad and the world of gospel. Till next time, peace and love.